I just finished 75 medium and I felt wonderful at the end of it. And it is time for a new challenge. So stay tuned, listen in. It's going to be short and sweet, but a valuable one. Let's go. Countdown begins. Today is 100 days from my daughter's big wedding day. Our youngest daughter is getting married, and as the mother of the bride, I have a big role to fill. My oldest daughter got married several years ago, but I was right on the brink of kind of segueing away from perimenopause and going into postmenopause. And I was a different mother then. I was a different person. But as a 55-year-old mother of the bride, I have a different mindset. I have a different body build, and I have different goals. And I would say that while I just completed 75 medium, I'm so happy that I did it when I did complete it, because it really set me in the right place. It really put me in the right headspace to start another challenge. And I've been toying around with what to do if I'm going to do 75 medium again. What exactly can I set for myself? And what I loved most about the 75 medium challenge is that it gave me structure. It gave me something to look forward to. It gave me different things to look forward to, not just waking up and going to work out. It gave me other elements of my day and of my life to incorporate to bring everything together. And that's what I loved about it. So on the heels of 75 medium, I want to build on a lot of those things that I had put out for myself. So let me just say some of the things that I'm going to maintain as part of the 75 medium, in addition to a few things that I'm adding. I am going to walk you through that process right now. I'm going to give you my complete plan. But I want to put out a disclaimer. You guys know I'm big on disclaimers. This doesn't just apply because I'm 100 days away from being mother of the bride. You can implement this now in your life if you have a different goal, if you have something else to look forward to, if you have something else that's coming up, another event, another trip. You too can do these. You too can incorporate goals and set some structure around what things you want to look forward to every day and what things will push you to show up and give it your all, because that's what 75 medium did for me. Now, mind you, I'm a very well-disciplined person. I don't need exterior motivation. I know how to self-motivate. But even 75 medium was hard. And that was, to me, felt like a long time. Now I'm setting a goal for 100 days. But these next 100 days are going to be filled with a lot of travel, a lot of planning, and a lot of different little celebrations. And it's going to be fun. I know that it's going to be fun. That is the mindset that I'm going in here with. And that's the mindset I want to continue all the way until the 100th day. So let's go in and talk about the plan. I'm going to keep this video as short and as simple as I can because I don't have a lot of time. So let's walk through what my current plan is going to be. I have categorized them into 5 high-level categories. And again, like I said, you don't have to have an event like mine as the mother of the bride. You could have something else. This is just the framework that I want you to use, and I want you to keep in mind should you want to establish some goals for yourself. So in the spirit of being self-accountable and for coming to you for transparency, let's get into what those 5 things are. I have my little note taped here to my phone, so if you see me looking down, that's why. But let's go with the first one. The first one is that I want to do daily strength training and lift heavy. Because you guys, I don't want flabby arms. I don't want a flabby back. When I would put on that mother of the bride dress, which I still have not found because these designers think mothers of the bride should be 80 years old. Okay, but when I find my mother of the bride dress, I want to be confident and I want to be comfortable. And I don't want to pick a dress for the sake of size. I want to pick a dress that fits my body type, fits my body style, complements what my goals are going to be, what I will look like. That is the mindset in which I am going into shopping for a mother of the bride dress. So strength training, especially in postmenopause, pivotal, critical, a definite element in my workout routine. I will continue to walk when I can, when the weather permits, or if I'm able to on the treadmill that we have here at home. But most of the times my workouts are going to consist of strength training and lifting heavy. And that's really for muscle development and for my metabolism. So second on the list is eating clean whole foods, trying to focus on 80% clean. And I say 80% because it can't be 100. We're left up to whatever the supermarkets have available to us. And the reason why I say 80%, that's going to be my focus. Am I going to hit that mark every day? Probably not. But it's good to have a goal. Another thing that I am getting really tired of, and it's starting to really affect not just me mentally, but also my gut, is I have been eating a lot of fish. I'm allergic to shellfish, but I can have fish. I can have salmon and cod. And I've been eating so much of it that it is really starting to affect me mentally and my gut. So I need to look at some other vegan options that are more in line with what my goals are. So I've been binge watching a lot of vegan YouTubers and looking at their recipes. I've been making a lot of notes. So when I go do some grocery shopping tomorrow, I can start dabbling into eating more vegan, plant-based versus relying on, salmon and cod for protein. I know that when we go out to eat, sometimes those are the only options, but because I eat it during the week and on weekends when we go out, it becomes a little bit too much and it's just starting to play with my head. So I need to scale down on that and just start eating vegan friendly, 80% clean foods and really focused on high protein, high fiber. That is my go-to. That I will not compromise on a daily basis. Every meal that I eat, I will eat with purpose, with intention, and really looking at it as fuel. So I will be focused on protein and fiber in every single meal and low sugar. Try to cut back on the sugars, even the hidden sugars, as much as possible. And so the third thing I have is hydration, sleep, and self-care. And I group them all into one. And because I feel like I shouldn't have to segregate them, I shouldn't have to kind of line item them out, I wanted to include them as one whole goal. Hydration, drink a gallon of water a day. I was already drinking 96 ounces for 75 medium. And even in that, I was still drinking about a gallon of water a day. So that one I will continue. That's one of the ones that I'm pulling it through from 75 medium into this challenge for myself. And sleep, that was also part of my 75 medium. Getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep is critical for my health, for my well-being, to keep my hormones in check, keep my cortisol levels low, and to just reduce that inflammation that really gets to all of us in postmenopause. And then self-care. I want to have glowing skin, right? I want to have high energy. That is my thing. I need to get back to having high energy. My energy levels plummeted when I had the episode of coughing up blood in January. And then I had a few more episodes since then. And that really does something to my psyche. So I need to start looking at food and doing other things externally around me, such as skincare and sleep and all of that, to really boost my energy. I need to be high energy. Am I going to be that way every day? No, but it is a goal. And that's something that I want to strive for, right? So in addition to that, one of the things that I added in 75 medium was journaling and reading. So I'm going to pull that through into this main category. I'm going to continue to do my daily journal. I will also continue to do my daily reading. Number 4, again, I say it over and over to people. If you are in postmenopause, reduce or eliminate high intense cardio and HIIT, high intense interval training. That does not serve us. It does not serve us in postmenopause. And so I will not be doing no cardio, no HIIT. Number 1, HIIT really affects my heart rate. That promotes cough, which can then lead to me coughing up blood, and I don't want to do that. So I already have medical reasons for not doing HIIT, but even the cardio, right? We need to be really mindful of that cardio exertion. And I want to be intentional with my movement. That is the most important. And while I'm not doing high intensity cardio, I will be doing some walking, which is primarily what I did in 75 medium. And I loved it. I don't want to take that off the table. I still want to continue with my walking as much as possible. In this program that I'm doing, I have 2 rest days. So I'm able to incorporate some walking on those rest days. And if I have time available, I'm going to walk in between as well. So these are all things that really help complement and help me during my postmenopausal phase. It helps the stage and the look of my body in postmenopause. Like I said, I am a different mother. I have a different body than I had for my first daughter's wedding. I'm completely different and I need to get back to zero. Not size zero. I just need to get back to zero in terms of balance and really doing things that complement to help keep cortisol and inflammation down. And then number 5, the last one, and this is something I am also pulling through from my 75 medium. I am going to continue to post weekly, and I will be coming to you weekly, whether that be in long form or a short form of vlog style video, but I do it for accountability and to stay inspired. You guys have no idea how much your comments lift me up, how I look forward to putting those videos together. And I want them to live on my timeline because they're also a reflection of my growth. They are a reflection of my trajectory, not just in this channel, but in my life, right? Life just goes by very quickly. Every day seems to blur into the next. And we forget these little things that we do on a daily basis. And doing these vlogs really helps me to slow that down. It helps me to stay reflective while also bringing it to you and sharing it in this community. Now, you guys may be asking, but she didn't mention weight. Is she planning on losing weight? And while weight was not my priority for 75 medium, and I won't say that it is a high priority for me, but I am reconstructing my nutrition, and I'm also restructuring my workout routines because I do want to lose 10 pounds. Is that my first goal? Is that my priority? Absolutely not. It is not my goal. But if I'm able to do it through my nutrition and my workouts, I absolutely welcome it. So I am planning, or at least the goal is to try to get to a 10-pound weight loss. But if I don't hit it, it's not the end of the world. I'm okay with it. But as long as I have high energy, I feel really good. I am glowing, and I feel as though I'm giving my all into this challenge. That's a win. So that is all that I have for you. That is going to be my plan for the next 100 days. Be on the lookout for my weekly vlogs. I will be bringing them to you with my updates in whatever capacity I am doing that day. These may be a little bit shorter than my 75 medium challenge vlogs. I'm not sure, but I'll bring them to you in long and in short form. And I want to end this. In summary, I want to say this. This is not about shrinking in weight, shrinking in personality, shrinking in presence. This is about becoming. It's about becoming vibrant, becoming stronger, right? This is the mindset in which I am going into this challenge. I want, like I said, I want to be high energy. I want to glow. I want to be stronger. Core, abs, right? Body, muscle tone. That is my goal. It's becoming all of that, reinvigorating, just reinventing Lisette. And I will end it with this, because at 55, I don't owe anyone an explanation and I don't need to come up with excuses. But this is what I will do. This is the promise that I'm making to myself. And I want you to make this promise to yourself, okay? I am owning my age. Yes, I am. I am owning my age. I am owning my purpose. And I am owning my presence. And I am not going to let anyone dictate how I show up for me. Because I am the one that has to live inside of this head, inside of this body. So you do what makes you happy. Do what brings your heart joy, and do what fills your cup. That is all that I have for you. Welcome and join me in this challenge. If you are doing anything different for the next 100 days, please leave that in the comments below. Please share. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. And don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you like this type of content. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And until the next one, adios.